Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. Yes, today we are going to look at something I thought that it will be helpful for you new traders and also advanced traders. Maybe most of you know it, but I'm pretty sure many of you don't know how to distribute the margins or the margin call drops. Like, you always get signals telling you that to set at least 10% of margin call drops. Okay, 10% of margin call drops. So today we are going to talk about how to distribute margin call drops. Okay, so let me get any coin. Like in this case, we are going to use DEXE. Just for learning purpose. Okay, just for learning purpose. And right now I know that you know how to draw your support and resistance lines. Okay, so in this case here, let me try to draw another support and resistance. So let's take those to be our support and our resistance lines. Okay, so let me change back to candles. Now let's take an example. You are entering this coin after this retracement. Do you see this point here? This is a breakout candle and a confirmation. So when the prices went high, it had to retrace in order to continue in the upward direction again. So this point here is what we call the retracement. Okay, so in case you enter this coin at this point here, after it had made a retracement, and your take profit was at this line of resistance here, do you see that the market first went down here before reaching your take profit here? Meaning, when the market went down to this extent, the robot had to buy margin calls. The robot had to buy margin calls. But many of you don't know how to distribute the margin calls. So today we are going to be talking about that. Okay, so if you want to distribute margin call drops, you are going to move from a bigger time frame to a shorter time frame to find those mini supports and mini resistances. Okay, so let me first draw here vertical lines so that we can spot out so we are going to take this part here to be our example. So you move to a shorter time frame, like 1 hour, okay? And in 1 hour, this is our point here where we're going to focus, okay? So you entered at this point here, and your take profit, it is above here. So how are you going to distribute margin calls? How are you going to distribute margin calls in order your robot to buy at this discount here? Okay, we are in a 1 hour time frame. So from your point of entry, we are going to draw there a white dotted line, just for learning purpose. From your point of entry, which was this one, draw there a white dotted line, and since we all distribute margin calls in different formats, one may say that when a coin drops by 0.1, one can say when it drops by 0.5, another one can say when it drops by 1%. No matter your approach, you can use this method in order to set your margin call drops. So you begin by measuring. You bring your price range and try to put it at your point of entry, which is the dotted line, right? You come, press it there. So you want to see where was the least low price, like your support. Where is your support? And you'll find out that your support is as low as -1.07%. So your margin call drops are going to take a call drop of 1.07%. So in this case, one may say that when a coin drops by 1.07%, I want my robot to have bought the 4 first margin calls, because it will sell those 4 first margin calls at once. So how are you going to distribute the 1.07% into 4 margin calls? I'm moving a little bit slow because I don't want you to mess up with these simple calculations. Okay, so you are going to come to your calculator and calculate. I don't want you to confuse things. You have a calculator. If you were bad at mental work, use a calculator. Okay, and say 1.07 divided by 4 margin calls. Remember, you want your robot to buy 4 margin calls by the time the market drops by 1.07. Okay, So you come open your calculator. You say that 1.07 divided by 4, meaning you'll have a drop of 0.67, or you can round off to 0.7. I hope that is clear. 0.7. So this is how you set it. You come, you open your royal queue, and pick that coin you want to trade. Just an example, I'm picking BNX to show you as an example. So you come on trade settings, manually create, then you choose a strategy of your own. Then you come to margin call configuration at this point here. Okay, margin call configuration. Now, you see, this was my settings. But depending on the coin we are going to trade, we decided that we have to put 0.27. Was it like that? Yes, 0.27 when we round off. So I will come change this from 0.1 to 0.27, change this, and this. So when I will add 0.27 plus 0.27 plus 0.27 plus 0.27, I will get a margin call drop of 1.1, because it will be a little bit greater than 1.07. But still this call drop isn't bad. So you come and change from 0.1, you put there 0.27, again 0.27, here 0.27, here 0.27. Remember, we are focusing on the first 4 margin calls. So after setting that, then you come click confirm. Okay, you confirm, you come and save. You confirm, then you activate. As simple as that. One can find, depending on the coin you are trading, its volatility, and one may find that from your point of entry to your last low price, what I call the discount, you will find that measuring from your point of entry to this point here, you will find a call drop of negative 15%. So how are you going to distribute this into your preferred number of margin calls? It is the same procedure. You go to your calculator, and say 15% divided by the number of margin calls you want your robot to buy. Okay? The number of margin calls you want your robot to buy. In this case, we are focusing on the 4 first margin calls. Reason being that The 4 first margin calls will be sold at once, giving us a chance to compound our money. Because since many of you like trading using the sub-bin mode real-time settlement, the robot will not sell all the coins you've bought among all your margin calls at once, but it will sell the coins bought in the first 4 margin calls at once, so you will be able to compound your money. So you are going to come to your calculator, say 15 divided by 4. It will be giving you 3.75, meaning when you come to set your trade under the margin call configuration, you will not put 0.27 as someone trading this coin. Remember, you are trading your own coin, because we are shaping you to be crypto independent. We want you to find your own coins of your choice to trade, meaning the settings will not be the same. Settings will differ from one person to another. So you will come, put here your 3.7, was it 75? Yes, 3.75 here, 3.75 here, 3.75 here, 3.75 here. And when you will add up these 4, it will be totaling to 15%. Meaning, by the time your coin will drop negative 15%, the robot will have bought your 4 first margin calls. So you come, you edit 3.75, 3.75, 3.75, and 3.75. You confirm, then you save. After you start your trade. Why am I teaching you this? Because we are in a market which is not very good, a lot of dipping. So I don't want to put your money into the market anyhowly. Okay? I don't want you to put your money in the market anyhowly. That's why I'm advising you to learn these simple skills in order to manage your capital very well. Okay? Guys, today I'm not going to talk much because I'm not feeling so well, but I hope you have learned something. Remember, the way you distribute your margin calls, is the way you will undergo your floating losses. Because most of you count floating loss by the time your robot stops buying. By the time your robot stops buying, meaning you will say it's a floating loss when you are out of capital. So you want to manage your capital very well. If you put your money into the market very fast, then that means by the time a coin drops 20%, you will be in a floating loss with no any capital left. So let's say that a coin is going to drop at least 20%, and you have your $100. $100. You use 20%, as your first buying amount, which will be 20, left out with 80. So 80 divided by 10, or you can divide by 5, any of your choice. Let's say we are dividing by 10, giving you 8 margin calls. Okay, so you want to make sure that by the time this coin drops negative 20%, you are not out of capital. So how are you going to distribute your margin calls? Remember, you have a maximum of 8 margin calls. So you can decide to say like 20 divided by 8. It will be giving you a margin call drop of 2.5 on each margin call. 2.5 on each margin call. Now, you are asking yourself, why am I predicting negative 20% or any? Let me take you to another coin. Let's say you open this coin, move. According to your support, your resistance, let's say that you want to enter this coin at this point here and take profits at this resistance here. Since you don't control the market, you will measure this call drop up to this point here, or up to this point here, or you can even measure from this point up to this point here, depending on your predictions. So you will get different percentage call drops. Like in this case, if we measure, let's say we took our entry at this point here, so we measure up to this point, it will be a negative 5.5%. Or if we take this to be our last discount, it will be 8%. So you are going to go to your calculator, 8% divided by the number of margin calls you can afford according to your capital. I hope it has been such a nice lesson today. I don't want to talk much. Allow me to wish you a nice day. Keep subscribing and following our social media platforms across different channels. Okay. Otherwise, allow me to wish you a nice day. Have a nice time.